Hey everybody, this is Mr. Nobody here, and I know it's been a while since I did a vlog entry. A lot of things have happened. I mean, well, besides me having a ton of hair, but yeah, it's been a crazy month. So trying to figure out since the last time I posted anything, I think was just of my taking my daughter to the circus and letting her ride the pony. But hmm, yeah. But let's see. Uh, see, I don't know if I told you guys was in a car accident, got rear-ended by a drunk driver in May. Then during that time, ended up getting a rental car. The insurance for the uh, drunk driver paid for my car to get repaired, but not long after I got my car back, which took a while, I ended up losing my car again, and this time a transmission failure. So, in less than a week's time of getting my car back, turned out the transmission had nothing to do with the accident, so my insurance wouldn't cover that or theirs. So, ended up having to borrow money from a friend and to get that fixed. So, finally got the car back. It's running a lot better. It's no longer stopping in the road where I have to fight with it to go. Um, but yeah, during my birthday, uh, one of our neighbors died. Was I believe a cousin to my girlfriend. So that was a weird day. And then not too long ago, a soldier up here, uh, around where I live, right down the road. I'd say a few miles down the road, but still within the limits of the city. Ended up shooting his wife. I don't know for what, but he ended up killing her. Shot the family friend who was staying there. She lived, and killed a state trooper and threw his body in a ditch. So that soldier is, of course, arrested right now. Then, also in that same time frame as the killings, another neighbor. I'm not going to go into details, but he ended up committing suicide, and so it's been tough on the neighbors there. So within a month's time, one neighbor ends up dying, and the other neighbor ended up killing themselves. So it's been it's been one hell of a month. Sorry, it's just, how should I put it? Laughing at the irony of the events that's just been going on, from car being in the shop to people dying around. It's just one of those things. Then, let's see. Oh, my daughter says she wants me to get her a computer for Christmas. And then for her birthday, she wants me to get her another MP3 player, but a pink one. So, debating on getting her something like that. So, but yeah, but yeah, nothing other than those crazy things have really been happening. Been going on and off of being sick, and been having a lot of other problems here and there. But also trying to got my diaphragm area checked out. to ensure that uh, everything was good from my surgery back last year, uh, to ensure that it healed, that there was the mesh didn't go anything. If you guys don't know or didn't know, I had a Morgagni hernia over a year ago. They did surgery on it. I'm still paying the fines, but I got a what is it called? A GoFundMe account to try to pay for it, but only my uncle was nice enough to pay. No one else's helped with the payment, so but at least it's no longer around 20,000. I've been slowly trying to pay it off, and thanks to insurances and stuff, that has been greatly reduced. So now all I owe is just about 9,000 out of the 20,000, so that I can tell. Uh, Yay! I've been trying to cut down on a lot of things. Well, I cut down a lot on smoking. I used to smoke, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, up to 5 packs a day, and now I'm down to some days it's half a pack. Other days it might be just a little over a pack, but still just trying to cut down a lot. I don't know if any of you ever tried what is it called? This monster drink. This one was Mean Green. I really do not care for these monster drinks. The only thing I like about them is the fact that you can use them as a nice little bank. I actually like that. Aluminum top, plastic body. It's actually not too bad, and it makes a nice little drink. And let's see, I go to, what is it called? Five and Below for drinks like this. Like, there's the Flaming Mo for those who are Simpsons fans. Those who are Pac-Man fans. Huh. I had another thing. This is not an energy drink. It is actually a flavored drink. I thought it was an energy drink when I bought it, but for those who are, what are you, furries? Yeah, a friend of ours is a furry, he says, and he likes these. So I decided to give it a try. You can only get them at Five and Below up here, as I said before. And for Simpsons fans who want a duff. So that was my NOS can. Yeah, I got quite a bit of a collection here of drinks and food. I should clean off my table. When I do a lot of work, I sit here and drinks. And yeah, so another thing that's going on is started a divorce with starting to, getting all the paperwork filled out for a divorce with my ex. It's been a while, and since I mentioned my ex, she finally wants to have that divorce, and I'm glad because it just it means she goes on her way, I still go on my way, like I am now. Just we just don't contact each other really much. And then let's see, yeah, just yeah, I'm trying to just see if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys, but I don't really see anything new that besides those energy drinks that really would stick out with new stuff. I mean, besides buying some new anime, watching a lot, and I've been mostly modding. Like right now, I am currently modding a small little realm. It's I think I'll put the link in the description of to what I'm doing with it. It's just a small little realm that has a house in the center. Looks like it's just on a floating piece of mountain, just floating, and it's that that way for it's like when you go into it, it's surrounded by a sphere, so it looks like you're in your own little pocket dimension. Which, if you're a Elder Scrolls fan, pocket dimensions usually means some form of oblivion. So, gonna do something with that, and going to working on the Papyrus script, which is a scripting used in the creation kit. I'm still learning how to do meshes and stuff, but right now I'm only focusing on small things that I can edit with Nipscope and uh, some things that uh, things that only script based pretty much, with the exception of turning a unique jar with an insect in it into an empty jar and then turning it static, meaning unusable. It just stands there as like an obstacle piece, and then have stuff fill into it as you add it to a container and so on. So, but yeah, I'm doing that. Hopefully, it all turns out pretty good. I'm also have other projects that I am working on. I have one big project I really want to work on, but unfortunately, it's how should I put it? It is too big for of a project for me to do right now with the limited knowledge. I started it, then I realized I couldn't do a lot of stuff because I had the lack of knowledge. So I decided to go ahead and start doing smaller stuff. I have well, three technically, but two big, really big projects. One is I forget the name or how to actually say it, but it's Fob the Tharfell, FahlbTharfell. So it's Dwarven language, which translates into ours as Unbound City or City of Unbound, which it's in its own pocket dimension as well. But it's huge. It's like a cube. It's like you are probably, let's see, if this is uh fa, yeah, fall Starfell, then you are probably do I have anything that can then you are the size of the tip of this uh pin. So you are that little tiny ball in this pin right there. And when I say it's a world, you got 360, no ground except here. You go into a portal area and you can go inside here. But also in the portal area, you can go to another side. So when you teleport, or if you go to the edge and jump, you'll teleport and it goes like this with a whole new interior space. So this is the power area, and there's a power core inside here. All right. And you all of a sudden teleport to, say, the residential area that's up here. Then inside is the residential area, followed by, if you went into the portal area, which also is the supply route area, so some supplies in there, to the vault, to even the slave pens. The Dwemer back then had slaves. So, but as you can see, 6 sides, 6 different interiors, 6 different world type sides. Like I said, each one, you jump off, you go to 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, 4 side, and then down here. So each time you get up, there's a whole another slew of ways to go. So 6 exteriors, 6 interiors, not counting other things to add. So if you're the size of this little pin top, it means I have to create a city, a different look on each side. So I need to learn how to, since the Dwemer stuff in the creation kit is limited to certain designs, I have to create my own to that are lore based. So go back, look through the Elder Scrolls, see what Dwemer stuff was there, and then that's not in Skyrim. Then try to recreate it and add it. Then also look through a lot of the Dwemer books and stuff and other lore about the Dwemer and find out exactly what I can create from those stories to go in here as well. There's already a few things I'm thinking of, but as you can see, that is one that is tough to do. Then another one I am doing is a separate island, which is the island of Babel. Then I'm going to add, like, around the cliffs area, the mountainous, because it's going to be like mountain at the northern end, to go into straight, like, beaches for the rest of the way. That right near the cave area, or the mountain area, is going to be where the Dwemer ruins, which is Tower of Babel, which, like I said, is, how should I put it? It's Dwemer, but it's not fully Dwemer. That one I have to figure out ways to cross different races together. The Tower of Babel essentially was originally created by another race. I haven't decided which race it will be. But eventually the Dwemer get to it, and they start adding on to it. So, Dwemerish. So, but it's eventually going to have also little islands and little other areas. Like Requiem is the village for the necromancers, and so on and so forth. It's going to have a lot. Its sole purpose was to try to create a portal to divinity. And anybody who's read about the Dwemer know that the Dwemer want to go higher than the mortal plane. They always do. And now they disappeared. No one knows where they're at. Even the last known Dwemer in Morrowind did not know where his people went to. And so, but doing the Tower of Babel, it opens up a whole new world of different magic, different spells. So I need to learn how to make my own stuff from animations to whatnot. So right now, learning the basics of what is already in the creation kit, along with a few things of learning NifScope, just to expand for future content. If by some chance Elder Scrolls 6 comes out before I can actually do it or release it or do it in general, then I will probably wait for a good time for Elder Scrolls 6, depending on what questions and answers are available. Because right now in Skyrim, you only get the Keenan. So for uh, Fall, uh, how should I? You know, for let's see, what did I nickname it? All right, Dwemer Pocket Realm. There we go. I will probably add the Wraithguard, which is a Gauntlet type, and the Sunder, and then make it to where they talk about they couldn't find the key back in the days. So it's going to be how should I, an area mostly robots. They're not going to know what happened to their people. There's also going to be slaves, loose slaves, and other type of people living in that city. So it's not going to be an abandoned city. It's going to be some areas are off limits to where the Dwemer robots attack. Other areas are living areas where the Dwemer robots no longer attack or have the ability to attack. So, and then, like I said, Tower of Babel is going to be mostly magical type uh, environment. So I also got to learn how to create maps and stuff like that, along with working with height maps. Maybe it depends, because I really want this to be a big island with a tropical setting. So that's another type of thing that I'm going to have to learn how to do is, since I don't see any in Skyrim with like tropical type trees, I might have to create my own. So there's a lot of stuff for the bigger projects that I need to do. So right now I don't have the knowledge for, or I have the basic understanding of it. And so, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, besides the mods and the crazy stuff that's been happening here and learning how to do other stuff and mostly focusing on my gaming channel. I know I neglected this vlog channel and I'm sorry for that. It's just that my gaming seems to be more pickup than here. I know a few of my fans have subscribed to here, so thank you. So, but yeah, there's really nothing else around or that I can think about. So, all right, everybody. Till next time. You guys take it easy. Mr. Nobody out. Peace.